Poor Oswald. He looks like a penguin. He walks like a penguin. I'm pretty sure he's a penguin. Hey guys, it's Dan the Man here, and we are reviewing Gotham episode 2. That's right, we're reviewing Gotham episode 2, and let's get right into the plot details here. And the overall plot is 2 people are kidnapping kids off the street to use them in their own benefit or experiment, and Selina Kyle gets away. So yeah, we have that. But as these 2 people are kidnapping the kids by using, I like to call them acupuncture needles, but apparently they're called pens in this episode, to put them to sleep, they end up killing a Vietnam veteran, and Gordon's on the scene, and he's looking for these 2 people who are kidnapping the kids and trying to find the kids themselves. Well, is this better than the first episode? No, it is not. It's just not. Is it a bad episode? Not really. It's just somewhat a setup episode to episode 3. Because, this whole episode seemed like it was setting up for episode 3, especially at the very end. And it also seemed like it was more of Selina Kyle's episode towards like the last half of the episode. And this is an hour-long episode. So, yeah, we have that. And my thoughts on this whole episode in general and the whole show in general is that for a tone that's kind of like the Dark Knight trilogy, that you're supposed to take it a little bit serious, these villains are so goofy, especially the 2 people who are kidnapping all these kids off the street. And when I say kids off the street, I mean they don't have no homes. They're pretty much bums. I mean, it's not nice, but they're bums. But anyway, these 2 people who are kidnapping all the children off the street, they're just so goofy. They're goofy. They seem like just cut out villains that just say the most ridiculous thing. They're straight off a comic book, basically, like a 1950s comic book, a 1960s comic book. But they do have an aggressive side, I'll give them that. But other than that, and the Penguin, Oswald, my God, is he so he's comical. I can't take him serious at all. You walk like a penguin? No, I didn't know that. And then he gets all crazy. But as we know, the Penguin is alive, Oswald. And he lay lows in this episode. He finds himself an RV. He finds himself just recovering pretty much. And of course he has a hostage with him. And that's Oswald's. There's really not that much to Oswald, just us finding out where he ends up at and seeing his mom, which was kind of weird and non-helpful really to this episode. I don't know why she was there really, honestly. But you know what's so great about this episode is I'm really feeling Bullock's and Gordon and their teamwork, their chemistry. Well, there's not that much teamwork, but I love the back and forth banter. I mean, I think Bullock's is really starting to grow on me as a character. And you know what? He might be corrupt. He might have some, I don't want to say issues, but he's a dick. But you know, his character really just seems very enjoyable. I always enjoy watching him on the TV, and I think out of all the characters, Bullock's is really, really starting to shine. As for Gordon as well, Mackenzie is doing a great job as Gordon. He still seems that white and shiny armor. Barbara hasn't gotten that too much to do in this episode at all. It's really the same thing she was in the first one, just no kind of big revelation. But like I said, it's Selina Kyle's episode towards the last half, and boy, does the girl who plays her is not that bad of an actress. I mean, of course, it's still a little bit goofy how she kind of, especially the scene where she's basically getting away from one of the kidnappers. That was a little bit comical. But other than that, she's holding her own as Selena Kyle, and she is a little smart ass. But hey, it's actually working to the show's benefit. And Jada Pinkett Smith also doing a great job. At first, she was a little bit shaky when I first got introduced to her, but then her character just kind of just balanced out, and she's doing a good job as one of the crime bosses, basically. And I love this Falcone. I like this Falcone more than I like the Batman Begins Falcone. This Falcone seems more menacing and just, I mean, it kind of sounds like the Batman Begins Falcone, but he just seems more mobster-like. And I like this Falcone and who's playing him. Let's get into also overall the show. Like I said, the show's tone, it's serious but a little goofy. And I don't know if that works to its advantage. I mean, I don't know if I really liking it or not. I guess it works, but if they're gonna go a serious tone, then they might as well do like a Law and Order type of show. But we don't get that. We get a little bit of both the two worlds, where they're trying to make it lighter and then trying to make it dark at the same time, which is it's a tug of war basically. It's either you like it or you don't. Also, just really not too much in the episode. Like I said, it was a setup. Selena Kyle's basically was running the show. Oh, let's get into Alfred. Alfred, I am pretty sure Alfred was a James Bond villain at some point, or the actor who plays him, because he just brings that kind of villainous, kind of douchebag kind of tone. But in the show, this is a different Alfred. This is not the Alfred we've seen before, where he's polite and he does give fatherly advice to Bruce. This Alfred doesn't know what he's doing. He not necessarily doesn't know what he's doing, but he just doesn't know how to handle this situation as other Alfreds tend to do, the other versions of Alfred. And that's actually a great relief, because you know what, that makes the show even more interesting and brings Gordon in more so in Bruce's life, because all three of them are trying to figure out, listen, Bruce, he's a well-known figure. His parents are pretty much icons in this city, and they were murdered, and Bruce is having a hard time. So I mean, he needs all the support he can get, and all he has is Alfred and Gordon. And Gordon not being able to know really what to do, and he seems like kind of a harsh kind of person and disciplined kind of person, which is a nice little change of pace for Alfred. This Alfred is more stern. Am I liking it? I prefer the nice and gentle, bring you tea, know everything Alfred, like the Michael Caine Alfred, or even the Batman animated series Alfred, which he was more of a smart ass and a wisecracker. But this Alfred is definitely kind of interesting. I don't know if I like it, but it'd be interesting as we move forward, especially with Gordon, Bruce's, and Alfred's. What their relationship will move on to in the next episode and future episodes. Now let's talk about Bruce. Bruce is, it's Bruce. I mean, I guess you're setting. He's a kid. Kids would act a little bit weird. But this is kind of weird. He's burning his hand. I mean, I'm not spoiling anything. He's burning his hand, and it's just a little weird. And then he's listening to rock music, and he's drawing little creepy Slender Man or something like that. It was a little disturbing to see Bruce like that, because we all know Bruce, when he eventually becomes Batman, he's smarter. He's honed his fears, and I guess the show is trying to say that, hey, this Bruce, he started in a young age, and he's starting to hone his fears, and he's trying to control his anger and this and that, but it just comes out so weird. But we all know Bruce is a broken character as it is, so we could give him a pass for that. But overall, this episode wasn't too bad. Was it better than the first one? No. Like I said, I think it got more interesting towards the very end. But the characters are starting to come out a little bit more, are starting to grow, especially the Fish character with Jada Pinkett Smith. She wants to pretty much take over Falcone's whole business, and that will be an interesting watch. And then we also still have Gordon juggling what happened in the last episode. Everybody thinking he killed Oswald, aka the Penguin. And the Penguin, I'm not really feeling the Penguin right now. I don't really care for him as much. It would be nice to have actually a central villain other than these two random people who are kidnapping kids. It would be actually nice to see I don't want to say the Joker, but somebody out of the Batman rogue gallery that comes in, and he's the number one menace. Because this murder, the murder mystery of the Waynes, is definitely gonna probably go through the whole season, because there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, and of course there's a lot of corruption in this city. And like I said, in this episode, I noticed like the cops are so incompetent, and it seems so hard to get a freaking witness, especially when somebody's getting thrown into a window and that guy's still standing there and he doesn't run after he throws somebody into a window. So I don't know, that's my thoughts. This episode, if I had to score it, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It was, it was pretty much, it's like going through the motions to get to the upcoming episode, which seems a little bit more promising. So that's my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of episode 2 of Gotham, if you've seen it, and if you're still sticking with it. It's only 2 episodes in. It definitely could be a lot better, but just let me know. Or do you guys love it? Do you guys love this Gotham series, or are you guys just okay with it? Let me know. Comment, subscribe. I would much appreciate it. I'll bring you more episodes of Gotham next week. Until then, have a good day.